Today we're going to make keto stuffed cabbage. If you hear any noise, that's the thunderstorm behind our windows. The weather today is just amazing. Anyway, let's get down to business. To make keto stuffed cabbage, we're going to need cabbage, of course, broccoli. We're going to need them to make keto rice, meat. I'm using pork neck, you can also use beef, 2 onions, sour cream, vegetable or chicken stock, herbs and spices. So I've got pepper, salt, some paprika, half teaspoon of thyme, half teaspoon of dried oregano, same amount of rosemary, and 1 tablespoon of flour. I'm using rice flour. It's just going to be used to make the sauce thicker. To make this dish, we're going to need minced meat. I'm going to grind it myself, but you can also buy minced meat. The next step is to turn this into broccoli rice, and then we're going to grate onions. There's one more ingredient that I forgot about, but it is optional, and it's peeled tomatoes in a can or puree tomato. It's up to you if you want to use it or not. I'm going to use it to make the sauce. To make the broccoli rice, I'm going to use food processor. This is how it looks. I'm also going to use the same food processor to grate the onion. So now we've got all the ingredients that we need, with added tomatoes as well. Now we need to boil the broccoli rice. We also need to cut out the stalk from the cabbage. And we place the cabbage in boiling water. And we need to boil it for 10 minutes. Next, I'm going to place the boiled broccoli rice into a bowl. I'm going to mix it with the minced meat and the onion. Now I need to mix it all together. Now we need to add salt and pepper. Now we need to form little croquettes out of the meat. Next we need to separate the leaves from the cabbage, because we're going to be putting meat inside them. I have separated the cabbage into 2 categories. These ones are good size and not damaged leaves, and these ones are either too small or they're just broken. We will still need those. Now, I don't have a pot that's big enough, so I'm going to use this. And what we need to do is put the broken leaves at the bottom. What we need to do next is take 1 leaf. Some of them may have those, the piece of stalk here, very hard. So what you need to do is cut just a tiny bit of it, so it's going to be easier to roll them. And now you need to place your croquettes here and just roll them like this. That's it. That's how they look when they're finished. Next we need to place them in our cooking pot. Now I'm going to pour the vegetable stock over them. Now I need to boil them for around 45 minutes. Now we need to remove the cabbage from the pot, and we're going to use the water that we're cooking in to make the sauce. You need to add the tomato puree, which I have actually blended. Herbs and spices. Also the flour mixed with a little bit of water. Next I'm going to take a little bit of sauce, put it into cold sour cream. Once it's mixed, we can add it back to the sauce. And we should boil it for about 10 minutes. All we need to do now is serve it.
So good.